I would love that we go much further than the GSA. We are happy to say that we're an augmented GSA version. I think in reality we will be a kind of global logistic agent, so it will not be anymore a GSA but maybe a GLA or something like that, where the idea is really to provide new services. The idea is to provide new solutions to airlines. The idea is to be digital, the idea is to be sustainable, and then to provide a full set of services and not only sales to the airlines. So I hope that we can make this kind of transformation of the group and concept.
I am here in Miami for the Air Cargo Forum by TIACA, and with me today is Adrien Thominet. He's the chairman and CEO of ECS Group. Adrien, great to have you for this conversation.
Happy to see you again.
Adrien, let's just look at the air cargo industry as of today. What are your readings of the air cargo industry, market conditions? What are some of your observations?
Well, the market is still pretty good. Of course, there is a little bit a kind of return to a kind of a normal level, which were pre-COVID. But still, we see a lot of efforts from all the airlines to try to maintain good rates, good service. And then, of course, we have all these new components joining the industry, like the digital things, which helps to keep, let's say, a good activity. And so the activity is still very, very, very much dynamic.
Going forward and into 2023, what do you think are some of the major headwinds for our industry?
Well, it's not necessarily headwinds. It's much more opportunities we need to catch, or that we should not miss, especially that there are two big transformations to catch. One is digital, we all agree, and it's going through. The other one will be the sustainability projects. We all need to integrate it very quickly, and there are a lot of discussions actually. So I believe for next year, we'll see a lot of efforts from everyone to really integrate this new parameter as well.
Digitalization, technology, innovation, these are things that are driving the air cargo industry today. And for long, ECS has taken a leadership position in terms of implementation, introduction of digital tools into the way that you operate.
Yeah.
You created cargotech early this year to kind of leverage the strength of the digital tools. Going forward, what is the biggest vision for ECS Group as a GS, and how do you want to influence the air cargo industry?
Well, we do believe that in this industry, everything that can be digitalized has to be done. So this is why we invested in many companies, where we do believe that each of their individual duty and activity can really reinforce our service offers. So we indeed have the e-booking platforms. We also have the products to help us in terms of palletizations, build-ups, analysis, and then revenue management, and then charter opportunities. We're really looking all the potential new kind of activities that can be digitalized and that we can integrate in the group. The idea is really to be avant-garde, let's say, and then to create those new opportunities for the market and the customers.
What, according to you, is the long-term vision of cargotech?
We do believe that anyway, it's like on the passenger side, there is no discussion that anyway we will have to substitute again most of the activities to the digital solutions. We will go faster, we will be more efficient, we will create value chain, and then we can use also our staff now to be much more involved on other kind of duties, which creates value as well. So we do believe that it will be an accelerator for our activity and to gain value for this industry.
When you onboard your customers, how do you see that in terms of digital interaction between you and your customer? How do you see that? How are they adopting into the vision that you have for digitalization of air cargo industry?
I think everyone is very positive on adopting. The only question is where it will bring us. You know, everyone is always is very much scared on what we will do with the data, how people will manage all those data. You always have the fear that you will not be able to keep control on your own activity because you will lose the control through the digital platform, which is not true, according to me. And this is where we do a lot of efforts on giving transparency, where the airlines are keeping control of all their activity. But those platforms, anyway, will definitely give a push and accelerate. And I think it will also open, let's say, the activity to much more new kind of customers. Maybe there will be new kind of customers joining as well this activity, thanks to those platforms, because it gives more visibility to our industry.
For long-term cargotech, what is the kind of scale-up that you would like to see in terms of number of companies being part of cargotech?
Well, we have the idea to have between 6 to 7 companies, startup companies, combined. Again, each of them is having his own role and own product, but that when they will start work together in synergies, they will offer a complete digital solution to the airlines. So it's really that we are combining the strengths of individual startup companies.
Have any of your existing customers really looked at cargotech's solutions as something that they can actually adopt?
Yeah, because I believe the innovation is that cargotech is the only, let's say, company offering a complete solution, or a la carte or complete. Rather, today, each of the airline have to select one individual supplier. Here, it's a kind of marketplace where they can have all the solutions together under one roof. So this is maybe the difference.
With the digital marketplaces and platforms that you are talking about, the cargotech, as a GSA going forward, how do you see the GSA space evolving?
I think we can be very proactive because we will give a lot of options to the airlines on the way they will promote themselves, their product. There will be, for example, on those platforms that we launch on Cargo AI, there is a new product called Cargo 2.0, which gives you the CO2 score efficiency, which is also very interesting because I believe that the airlines will have more and more interest to promote and to highlight their capacity to also to have a sustainability concerns. And then those platforms will be also a way to show it and to give full transparency on those efforts. So I do believe that as a GSA will help airlines also to promote and to highlight the efforts that they are doing.
In the long term, how do you plan to position ECS Group in the air cargo industry space?
I would love that we go much further than the GSA. We are happy to say that we're an augmented GSA version. I think in reality we will be a kind of global logistics agent. So will not be anymore a GSA, but maybe a GLA or something like that, where the idea is really to provide new services. The idea is to provide new solutions to airlines. The idea is to be digital. The idea is to be sustainable, and then to provide a full set of services and not only sales to the airlines. So I hope that we can make this kind of transformation of the group and concept.
Adrien, do you have any update in terms of new airline customers joining in the near future? What do you see in terms of market potential for you in terms of airline customers coming on board? Also in terms of expanding your market regions?
In terms of network expansions, we are very much developing our Northeast Asian area because we have now new setups in Japan, in Korea. That's one. The other thing is, of course, we have the day-to-day relationships and opportunities to enlarge our cooperation with the customers. The third one, what is very interesting, is the new kind of customers, airlines emerging in this market. Those kind of shipping carriers turning to the airline activity. These e-commerce players turning to the cargo activity as well. And where those people are maybe having a different approach of the business, different expectations from the business. And this is where it's very interesting for us because then our offer has to be also adapted and adjusted to their needs.
Do you still have a CMS CGM Air Cargo in your portfolio?
Yeah, absolutely. We are supporting as mainly as a back office all their activity.
Do you see a change maybe after December once the Air France KLM come on board?
I think it might happen much more. I think that they have an agreement to make it happen much more at the Easter period, with the summer schedule. And at that time we will see, but of course it's a great opportunity for them to join Air France in this respect.
Adrien, what are your learnings from Air Cargo Forum in Miami?
First, I'm happy to see you as a person. What I see is there is a very, very positive atmosphere. A lot of people are very, very happy. I mean, all the meetings are very fruitful, very, very constructive. And you see that the people are really expecting now with this new phase post-COVID, really to reorganize the business in a different manner. It's not to be back to pre-COVID. It's much more what's the new normal factors. And but the atmosphere is very positive. This is really remarkable.
Adrien, as always, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Great to have you.
Thanks a lot, Reji.